Here we have the right side, and we're gonna go ahead and start cleaning this up. I already got the pistons cleaned up a little bit. I'm okay with the way they look right now. I could probably get them cleaner, but I got most of the buildup, the carbon buildup off, so I'm okay with that. Cylinder walls look pretty good. Now it's time to clean the surface of the mating surface of the gasket in the head. So basically what I've done was replace everything from here, from the gasket upwards. All the seals, all the everything pretty much that that can go bad. The O-rings, the seals on everything pretty much got replaced, and this engine should be running for the next 50,000 miles easy, especially after the IMS being replaced. So here we have the mating surface with the head gasket cleaned up, and it's ready for the head gasket in the head. If you guys are doing something like this on your own, make sure you blow everything out, blow all the holes out where the bolts go, blow the cylinders out, make sure you wipe them down, make sure nothing gets on the cylinder walls. Like I have a little bit of little bit here, and make sure everything is cleaned up. And also you can after you're done cleaning these cylinders up, you can take a shop towel or something, put some oil on it, and wipe these cylinder walls down so there's a little bit of lubrication. Other than that, I'm pretty much ready for the head. I'm not by any means a mechanic. I've pretty much learned over the years of, trial and error, videos on the internet, so it's basically a hobby of mine. So I'm not saying I don't know what I'm doing, but just to let you guys know that I'm not a professional mechanic. I do this as a hobby. Here I have the head mounted already, and I've put all the bolts in the holes. I should also mention that my bolts, I had to replace all of them because I have stretch bolts, and if you have stretch bolts on your engine, you should do the same, because when you're tightening them back up, your readings won't be accurate if you put the old ones on. So you're going to have to get new bolts for everything. I believe if you have the ones that aren't stretched, they're just the regular ones, then I believe if it's like a beater or something, then yeah, you could probably use the original bolts. But it's always a good idea to replace these bolts when you can. Like in my situation where I'm replacing everything from the head gasket up, all these seals and everything, then yeah, it's a good idea to replace everything. So I'm ready for the initial tightening of the bolts here, and it's very important that you do your research, or you go online, go to a library, and find the torque specs and the sequence to tighten the bolts up in. It'll vary depending on if you have the normal bolts or the stretch bolts. Depending on your vehicle, it varies. Like I said, go to a library. They have a very handy thing over there called All Data that most shops have, but it's not, you can't access it publicly, but you can in a library. So let's go ahead and tighten these up. So here I have the left side head on and ready for the valve cover. Just to recap, I had bent valves and I had to send these off to the machine shop. There's a video of that. you could check that one out. So they basically cleaned it up for me. So if just making this video, maybe somebody else is interested in doing a job like this, or has the similar problem,